Hello everyone. This is my first commentary video. So since a lot of people kept asking me how I do my music, how I mix things, how I write vocals and shit like that, I just decided to make it into a video on its own. So just disclaimers before starting the actual tutorial. I don't have a script for this, so I'm going to improvise with things. I have some things written down that I want to say and whatnot, but I'm gonna improvise, and I'll be using FL Studio for this. So sorry, Ableton users, fuck you. So first tip for musicians, especially if you're struggling with buggy FL Studio, I'll show you how you can preview your music without lag. So let me just open some project that is usually laggy for me. So this is the project file for my Stronger Than You remix from Steven Universe. Yeah. Lag in FL Studio tends to get really bad for me, so I know from experience how to fix it. For fuck's sake. Okay, finally, so we have the FLP, the Fruity Loop project, whatever the fuck you wanna call it. So
this is Garnet, back together.
Right now it's not laggy, it's not buggy right now, but it can be very much buggy if there are a lot of effects and synthesizers whatnot playing. If you can't hear it right now, my laptop is buzzing like fucking hell. So what you want to do to hear our song properly is go to the master, go to the slot 10, and you're gonna wanna open Edison. Edison basically it records things for you. Then you wanna go to the end of your song, so like the actual end. So when you wanna stop the recording, and then you're gonna wanna add a time marker. Add one. Right click and set it to marker pause. So essentially now that you played a song, it's gonna pause it. Now that you have this set up, okay, you're gonna go to the start of your song, open Edison, set this from on input to on play, and press this. Now when you play in the playlist, it will record the song, so the preview. And let's say you've recorded the section you want. You can just play this without any lag now.
This is Garnet, back together.
So yeah, and basically what this on play thing does, let's say I want to record this part, so basically the end, where the pause marker is. When I hit record, and I play, so when it hits the pause, it also pauses the recording, and you just have the preview of your whole song without it replaying. For my next tips, I'm gonna open an empty project. I'm gonna wanna open SliceX for this, because I'm gonna show you some tips for writing F&F vocals. Actually, no, fuck it. Cuphead. So, you're writing your FNF vocals. No, gotta put some effort into that. So, I don't know. I'm just doing random stuff here because I'm not really making a song, you know. This is just for demonstration purposes. I'm just gonna write some basic pattern for the purpose of this tutorial. Oh, and also, I have perfect pitch, so I don't really need some scale highlighting, but you can use scale highlighting if you do need it. Basically, that way you just wanna use the white keys to stay on key of the song. So, like these keys. Sometimes if you don't feel inspired for vocals, you can just copy a pattern. So I had this. Copy and then paste it here. Just modify some parts of it. So let's say this is the melody I have now. You know, this feels kind of bland, kind of tasteless, so you want to spice it up. So first thing I want to teach you, vibratos. So essentially what vibratos are, do this. So you got the note up, down, up, and on the note. So it sounds nice. You can just put that on some notes you feel where it could fit. So now that we've got our vibratos, you can also do this. So you've got a note, you put a slide note a bit later, but on the note. And then you put a slide note at the start of that note, so right here, somewhere below it, somewhere on the key of the song, and then you get this. You go from this to this. And it does this like satisfying effect. I don't know how to explain it. Just it sounds cool, I guess. And then you do that. Oh, this works really well on long notes. So, like this. You can even do it a bit later. So like this. And now you've got this. Yeah, it's a cool melody now. From the basic old melody, you've come to this. That's that. Now I'll open another one of my FLPs. Let's see. I've finally opened the FLP. This is one of the remixes for Steven Mix. Usually I like to do for my songs, I fuck around with the mixing a lot. So mixing is what really makes the song sound good, I guess. So you've got this. And it's supposed to be an 8-bit song, it's supposed to be a pixel song. So that's why it sounds a bit crushed, but it sounds good. It sounds generally good. And so, this is my mix bus for the instrumental. So all of my instruments are linked either to the sidechain or the instrumental, while my vocals are just standing there for themselves, linked to the master. and the instrumental is also linked to the master, and you want to master your songs, instrumentals, whatever, well. And you learn that with experience, so I'm not gonna teach that right now, but I'll just show you the instrumental without mixing and with mixing. So this is without the mixing. It sounds a bit like loud. It clips a bit. It sounds just a tiny bit off. And this is the song with the mixing. So I've put a limiter at the low release, so it kind of acts like a clipper, so it isn't too loud. I've put an EQ which clips off the highest and the lowest frequencies. I used just a bit of OTT, multiband compressor, multiband compressor. And so this is essentially, if an EQ, an equalizer, and a compressor fucked and had a kid, this is what comes out. I love to use it on my instrumentals and my vocals. So this is without the mixing, and this is with the mixing. It sounds just a bit nicer, you know? And that's why you want to mix your instrumentals. And now some people are gonna come to me and say, "Oh, but these limiters and master, they are bad. Fuck OTT on master, fuck compressors and master, master. Fuck you. This is good. Compressors, limiters, whatever. If used correctly, it can be good on master. Shut the fuck up." Conclusion of this tip, you wanna mix your songs well. My next tip is that you wanna study FLPs to learn how other musicians, like, I don't know, Saster is a great musician. You can learn a lot from just looking at how good professional musicians do things. And now, I'm gonna open Saster's Atrocity FLP, as it's pretty old by now, like 3 years old by now, I think. But it still holds up pretty well, and it helps a lot if you're still learning music. And there we go. So, this is the Atrocity FLP.
Reading my awful hate comment.
And yeah, Saster would probably, if I knew him, he would probably like kill me and dig me up in my grave if he saw me using this FLP or something, because that's usually what musicians do when they hear their old songs. But it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Shut the fuck up. Reasons why you want to study FLPs. The reasons are, number one, you get the filters that musicians use. For example, when I first opened the Atrocity FLP, I found limiter NO6, number 6, and it's a really great plugin. And I wouldn't have known it if it weren't for me studying the Atrocity FLP. So, you got this. You got the whole song in your hand. And it's not bad, it's really good if you were to say so. And you can see every single instrument that Saster used in the song. So every single synth, every single bass, every guitar, every drum, every sample he used, you can find here. And every effect that he used, you can find in the mixer rack, which you can also learn how to mix vocals and the instrumental and basically everything from just studying the mixer rack from FLPs. You can also see how chords are written by musicians. For example, these chords are really cool. Yeah, you get it. And you can see the exact sound fonts used. Yeah, you get it. Just study FLPs, please. That's how I learned, and that's how you can brag about how you are self-taught. Yeah. So I don't need to demonstrate this next one. I'm just gonna say, for my upcoming Triple Trouble remix I'm doing with a couple friends, I had to do like 4 instances of the mix to get it to sound right. So my tip is, it's okay to fail and learn from how you failed. So you will learn what not to do and what sounds better to you. Try again over and over and over until you are happy with the result, because that's how you learn stuff generally. My next tip is to layer instruments. Let's say I've got a sound font, Genesis sound font, Mega Drive sound font, whatever, and I take this bass. Yeah, it sounds generic as fuck, it's boring as fuck, I wanna go kill myself. And okay, let's say you've got the bass line. Oh my god, it's so cool, it so makes me wanna kill myself. And you can actually solve that. Your bass, for example, if you wanna do this on your bass, it doesn't have to sound generic. You can use, for example, SGM sound font, which has a shit ton of instruments. And you have this acoustic bass finger, yeah, I get the point. Then you take for example, this bass. It's boring as fuck on its own, but here, see, it sounds a bit different, just a bit different, and that's what makes it sound cool. That's what makes it sound good. And you can do this with I'd recommend around 4 basses at most, if you want to do this. Now, not every bass will sound good, so you wanna try more of those, multiple basses until you get it. See? Now this sounds cooler than this, because you've layered instruments. So layering is basically using multiple instruments over one another, the same exact melody, and they make basically a whole another instrument. And it sounds good because it's original and new. And yeah, that's the whole tip basically. My next tip is that FL Studio plugins are goated. They are goated. You need to use them, for fuck's sake. You need to use stock plugin. So for example, the soft clipper, the fast distortion, whatever, the blood overdrive, delay, convolver for like really spacey sounds. FL Studio has great plugins built into it, and you gotta use them. You don't need to spend like $100 on some weird ass effect that you don't even need. You just gotta get creative. Speaking of spending money, my next and last tip for now is that you can use alternatives for paid plugins. For example, I can just get Contact legally, you gotta get it legally, and I can use it for drums. But there are alternatives, for fuck's sake. It just takes up CPU and your money. And you can just use, for example, if you want drums, rock drums, perfect drum sound font. You got it in the palm of your hand, motherfucker. You want a rock guitar? You got a fucking sound font for that. You got this, put it to a mixer rack, get some fucking amplifier. Just like that, you got a rock guitar. You got an amped hard ass guitar. Yeah, that's possible, bitch. Yeah, actually I think that's it for today. Bye.